Hi, Tom Coley, coach for Steve Taylor High School Stars, along with my best buddy, superstar Terry Crosby, leaping high buildings in a single bound, faster than a locomotive. He proves it every day. We're doing this show without Nick, and I can't do the Nick Open.
Right.
That's just Nick's thing, and he's great at it, and we're not. And so Nick will be back doing that, and Steve's got to miss this one, and he'll be back next week too. But we've got two stars we want to talk about today, Cross. The first one is I believe we're going to talk about a trackster from Toledo Christian, Jordan Rosales, who I don't know, did you do track in high school?
I did a little bit. Not much. When I say a little bit, I tried out for the first couple of days, and I realized how difficult it was.
Track's tough.
Yes, so I didn't continue. So they see me 2 days and never again. So
well, I'm sure if you stuck with it, you'd have been great, like you are and everything else. But they wanted me to do track because of football.
You were pretty good.
I did okay. And, but what I liked in track was long jump. I enjoyed the long jump, and I wish I would have done it in college. I liked it in high school. And, you go down that little runway and you jump into the pit, and I always enjoyed that. But anyways, Jordan Rosales from Toledo Christian Cross. She is Toledo Christian is a D3, as you know, a D3 school. Last year in track, she ended up 6th in the state of Ohio in the 440. For those people that aren't tracksters, the 440 is one lap around the track.
Right.
Now, somebody who's never played track, never been involved in track, you think, what's the big deal? I go one lap around, sure, I can do that no matter what. I am telling you, that is the most gruesome race you can possibly do, because you start out like a shot, that first 220, you come around the curve, I'm going strong. Then you get to the next curve, the last one, and then something they call in track that the proverbial bear jumps on your back, all the lactic acid in your body starts to lock up, and you can barely get to the 440 is brutal. And she ended up 6th in the state last year, back this year, Cross, so she might be able to win it.
And congratulations, young lady. I really mean this when I say that, because the 440 is so difficult.
Oh, man,
and on the tail end of what you just mentioned, Tom, the 440, you're running flat out full speed for the whole 440.
Yeah,
okay? There's no pacing. There's no.
There's no pacing. No.
You start off. And as you pick up your speed, you're like that until the race finishes.
Yeah, there's no pacing yourself on that one, Cross. In college, when we used to show up for the start of college football, they would test you in the 40, give your time, the 440, run the one, and how many push-ups, how many sit-ups you can do, how many bench presses with X amount, all this stuff. But in the 440, backs had to run it that at least hit 60, 60 seconds. Linemen were 70 seconds. Well, I think Jordan was 49 and some change, 49.38. I'm telling you, just hitting 60 on a 440 is, you have to be in shape. I mean,
Exactly. And the amazing thing about her is she's back again.
Yeah, so she looked for her in the state from Toledo Christian.
Yes.
Jordan Rosales, congratulations. And then, Cross, we're going to move over to baseball.
Right.
I know you played baseball at a younger age.
Yes, I did.
I did too. And
center field.
Yeah, well, you put your most athletic player in center field.
I think that's
because you run down hits that other people wouldn't get to. So I could see you playing center field for the Mud Hens, right now.
Well, I don't know about all that. But we had a great time, just on the tail end of that. We had a great family in our neighborhood on the west side. Yeah. The Rockers, Rockers. Yeah. Those guys, Peter, Timmy, and Sam and all them, these were MLB players back then. Right. They were so talented. Right. And Peter was a pitcher, and he was amazing. So a lot of people don't know. I did play baseball in grade school, and we won some city championships.
Yeah, I'm like
center field.
Well, we're going to go over to put me in, coach, center field. I want to play. Right. Over to St. Francis, Josiah Erd, E-R-D. He was the track player of the year last year for St. Francis. He's back. He hit 352 last year, Cross, 17 ribbies. He's a great team leader, and so he should be like one of the stars again this year in baseball for St. Francis, who has traditionally always had tremendous baseball programs.
And Tom, I wanted to ask you a question about that because I know you know the history of sports in Toledo and all over the world. What is it about St. Francis and St. John's? Well, what is it about those two schools specifically producing so many great, outstanding baseball players over the years?
You know, I think what part of it is, Cross, is I think that they've had consistent coaching in baseball. Both schools have had really good
programs.
Coach Gherkin has been there. Matter of fact, I think he just retired last year. I think Coach Gherkin had been coaching baseball there for 30 years. I mean, 30 years. Joe Nye, who you and I know, coached baseball at St. John's for 20 years. I think when you have the consistency of coaching and consistency of winning, you know, young kids, what do they want to win, right? They want to win.
Yeah.
I don't know too many young kids that say, hey, Coach, I hope to lose 30 games this year. You know, so you have a consistency in coaching and you have a winning program. That's going to draw young players to it, and I think that's what's happened at St. Francis and St. John's.
Yes, yes. They've produced so many great, outstanding players. They're not just in today's era, even in our era.
Yeah,
You know, they produce some All-American high school baseball players.
No questions. That's going to do it for today's Steve Taylor High School Stars. For those of you that want your money back because Steve wasn't here or Nick wasn't here, please contact China. 1-800, you can get her on the phone, 1-800-0000. And if she's not there, just keep calling. She'll eventually pick up.
And I think you may want to say, Cole and Crosby out.
Yeah, those of you that feel that we should be off the network, also contact China, and we can make that happen. And on the way out, Cross, we can't forget Marcos. You know, they've been so good to us. We give, for those people that don't know, we always, you know, say something about Marcos. They're so wonderful to us. But they always, we send a pizza, a free pizza, to each one of our stars with a nice note from Steve and you, and that works out well. So Marcos, we appreciate you so much, and I have not been eating as many of the kids' pizzas as I have done previously.
And I just want to say to our audience, I noticed the other day I took a picture of Tom just by himself. He didn't even know I took the picture. And immediately the first thing I thought in my mind is, this guy is light, right, and tight.
Well, that goes along with my Taylor. It goes along with my Taylor nickname.
Right and tight.
My Taylor nickname, Stuffed Crust. So you go figure, you know, whatever. But thanks for watching. Cross and I are out.